All right, Aries, so why are you doing this? And whatever the answer to that is, you need to let that shit go. So, this very much reminded me of something that I heard Sadhguru say once. He was talking about if you're building on a bad foundation, you don't want to build too high, right? Because that's when you have the tower moment. And the other thing is you need to ask yourself and feel this in your heart, because your heart's not going to lie to you. The monkey brain will jump through hoops and tell you all kinds of shit. But if you ask yourself honestly, why am I doing this? Your heart's going to give you that vibrational emotion right off the bat to let you know if you are doing the right thing or not. Building blocks is talking about looking at where the cracks in the foundation are right now. What is grounding you? What are you building on right now? And is it true to who you are? Do you know who you are, right? But now, in terms of goals, it's not only, is this me? Is this something that I really want to do, right? And that's looking at the foundation. Release is saying that whatever ideas you have about what needs to happen or how the future needs to look, you got to let that shit go. Just let it go. And everything else will kind of fall into place, but you need to be honest with yourself about why you're doing something right now. Okay, Aries, your overall is the Three of Wands. So whatever it is that you've been doing, you're kind of like not taking any further direct action on it. You want to see what's going to happen. You're kind of like waiting to see, well, what's going to happen next. And then it's like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this. But right now it's like, I just want to see. I want to see what's going to develop. In the past, justice. So I kind of feel like it's not so much about somebody correcting a situation with you. I feel like it's more about you trying to balance a situation out or trying to do the right thing. But you're really just kind of like waiting to see here what's going to happen. Now, it could be that you're waiting still for somebody to correct a situation that may have happened in the past. But either way, justice is saying that somewhere in the past there was an attempt to balance a situation out by doing the right thing. In the present, the Eight of Wands, so there may be some kind of communication coming in that you're kind of waiting. I keep getting this feeling of you're looking at your situation in your life right now and things may be moving really quickly. And you're just kind of like stepping out. And it may be that, in the past when it comes to this, whether you're, whatever situation you're dealing with or whatever person you're dealing with, it's almost like, I have to do this because this is the right thing to do. And things are happening quickly, but you're not willing to do anything just yet. I want to wait and see. So future conditions, the Fool. Yeah. You're kind of wanting to just like jump head first into something, but with the Three of Wands being the overall, yeah, you're not, right? But there may be an opportunity in future conditions for you to just fuck it. Let's do it. See what happens. Your best path to follow, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, again, you gotta let some shit go. Especially if it has to do with correcting a situation from the past or feeling like, if you feel like the decision that you made in the past to do the right thing is like killing you, like if you feel like that, the Ten of Swords is saying that this shit's got to be done now. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that to yourself. Don't continue to do something just because you think it's the right thing to do if it's not true to who you feel like you are. Now, on the other hand, though, It may be that you're dealing with a person or a situation where there was an attempt in the past to make things right. Things are really happening quickly here. There's communication with Eight of Wands too. The Fool is saying in future conditions, there may be the possibility for you to just, let everything go. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. But the Ten of Swords, man, I don't know. I almost feel like you're beating yourself up. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. In your environment, the Ace of Pentacles, there's your new opportunity coming through. And you want to just jump right into it. But that could mean the ending of something though too here with the Ten of Swords, right? Like it's over and it's done with, and it may suck and it may hurt, but I don't know, because I'm still looking at justice, and I'm thinking about things being balanced out in the past, or an attempt to anyway. Now, for those of you who are questioning on whether or not this is the right thing for you to do, if you have an opportunity in your environment right now to bring in more money, more security for yourself, this is material. It's going to bring a new opportunity in the material world for you, right? And this is coming in quick. If you're questioning on whether or not this is the right thing to do, yeah, I would say it's the right thing for you to do. And it may be one of those things too with the Three of Wands where it's like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And you start seeing some returns for doing the right thing here for you. Your hopes and your fears, the Six of Cups. Oh, jeez. So, fear obviously here would be that something from the past returns. You may have gone through a really painful situation with the Ten of Swords, but that shit's over with. Justice in the past is saying that, yeah, there was at least an attempt to make things right. And the Six of Cups, it's like, I don't want to get into something new if the same shit's going to happen. That, or, you may be clinging on to these emotional ideas from the past that just, it's like you need to just let that go. Right? The past is gone. The future doesn't even exist. I always say with the Six of Cups, be careful what you're looking at in the past, because it will reflect back to you. And then coming out the Six of Swords. So you are needing to move on from a difficult situation, something that was painful with the Ten of Swords, right? Like it's time now. It's time for me to just move away from all this. And the Fool is saying, yep. Three of Wands is saying that you don't need to take any further action after that. You just wait for things to start coming to you. The Two of Swords. Ugh. And then the Page of Wands, yeah, so there is that kind of communication that's going to be coming through. This is going to be asking you to, for me, the Page of Wands, right, it is about acting with passion. But it's more so tells a story of communication coming through that is going to lead you down a path that you haven't been down before, but needing to do it with optimism. And it's almost like you're kind of in a place where you feel like you don't have a choice, right? Like, I don't know that I have a choice here, that I could actually do this. And the Seven of Swords are talking about, being sneaky, not talking about plans, right? Now, it may be because of this feeling of deception that you're like, what other choice do I have? I'm not comfortable with this. And then with the Page of Wands, it's like, all right, I'm going to be optimistic about where this is going. And that has to do with the Six of Swords and you moving the hell on from something, and you're like, yeah, I'm done with it. And in that case, I love the Three of Wands as the overall, because it's like, you know, what will be will be. But be careful about the things that you're choosing to do because you think it's the right thing to do, especially if it's hurting you, right? That's the other thing I get with that Ten of Swords and Justice. Soul trees. Believe. Confidence. And then teach. So when I look at teach, if I could spit this out, it very much reminds me of somebody that has moved into a place where they understand what forgiveness is and compassion and where that comes from. And that's when painful situations turn into wisdom instead of emotional reaction, right? So if you've got a story to tell, yeah, and have confidence in yourself and believe that you can move on from whatever situation may have caused a lot of pain for you. Crossing bridges, it's yeah, yep, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And then grace and gratitude. Yes, yes. Through gratitude, joy expands. Absolutely the truth, right? So make sure that you don't let the monkey brain get away from you with all these thoughts and things. You know, get rid of all that shit. And look at what you do have, right? And practice that gratitude